Welcome, this is Sverre from the HotUtils support team. Today I'm going to give you a basic tutorial of the version 2 site. We're going to talk a little bit more in depth about each of the tools. But if you really want to know how to use them to the full potential, check out the advanced tutorials that will be coming in the coming weeks. What you're seeing on screen now is the landing page for the version 2 site. This is where you can reach the Bronzium pack opener, and you can also see the latest update log. At the top of the screen here you can see a little bar. This will show you your current mod inventory, your current credits, and what account you're logged in at the moment. If you click this spinning arrow here, it will refresh your game data from in-game. The next part of the version 2 site is the Compare tool. Once you click it, it will compare your current Grand Arena matchup. You can add custom ally codes to it as well if you would like to. Just enter them into this box here and then click Add. You can uncheck any of the users if you would like to, just by clicking these boxes. Further down the Compare, you can see meta characters and also key characters that you might want to compare against other players. At the bottom you can see important chips and then a little summary of the best mods from each player. There's also a great filter tool on the Compare site. By using this drop-down menu, you can filter each of the characters by their faction. Also, if there is no active Grand Arena at the same time when you're using this tool, you can add your own custom ally codes. After that, we're going to look on the Loadout section. This is a really great part of the version 2 site because it allows you to load a set of mods on all your characters, or just a small amount of them if you would like. Checking out this site, you have the filter on the top left where you can choose to filter them by the categories you've made when you create the loadouts. You can also choose different ways to sort them on the screen, and you can create a new loadout from scratch using this tool. You can edit, load or delete or update your current loadouts using these cards. They will also show the date that they've been created, the unit count, the cost, and the category they're in. You can also have a description there. Pressing this Edit Loadout Name or Category button will allow you to change the name, the category, or add a description. We will add a short description now just to demonstrate how it works. As you can see here, the description is now added to the loadout card. On this page you might see some errors popping up. As you can see here, I need more inventory space in order to load this loadout. There will also be errors showing if I'm missing mods, or there might be an error that says illegal mods. Illegal mods means that you're trying to equip a 6-dot mod on a character that is less than gear 12. This blue highlighted loadout here is to show which of the loadouts is my currently active one in game. If you press Edit on a loadout, it will take you directly to the playground with the current loadout equipped. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the playground in a minute. This is the UnEquipped section. Today we're going to go through how to make a simple filter, how to choose your filters, and what sorting options are available. We're also going to take a look at the user interface in its whole. In the top left corner here you can see your filter groups. All of these boxes at the tops are fully collapsible, so you can collapse them and then expand them again if you need the space for working with your mods. The filter groups are the currently groups of filters that you have created or added from public filters. Checkboxes allow you to see which ones you are using and which ones you are not using. I've set up a couple of filters here to demonstrate how they work. But we're also going to show you how to create your own filter. Pressing the Create New Filter button will take you to a screen that allows you to create your own filters. First, you have to create a group name. I'm going to name this one Tests just to show you how they work. It's going to be a desired mods filter, and I'm not going to make it public. I'm going to add a description that summarizes the filter group. This is great for having others see what your filter is if you make it public, and also for yourself to know what you're working with. On some of these categories you can see little question marks. Hovering your mouse over them which will give you additional information about the certain category. Once you're done with all of these steps, you can click Add New Filter and we can start creating what filter we want. I'm going to use this filter to single out offense on my mods. I don't care what sort of mod it is because I want to see all of my offense secondary mods. Also, the sets doesn't matter that much. Neither does primary stats, but I want them to have offense secondary, so I'm going to check that window. Also, I can choose which area I want to see, so I'm going to use only the 5-dot mods right now. And for tiers, you can check which color you want. You can also choose which levels you want, and I want to see anything that is below level 12, so I'm going to check all levels from 1 to 12. After that is the loadout status category. This allows you to choose if you want to include mods that are currently in a loadout or that are not in a loadout, or if you want to ignore it completely. If you're out to level mods and to slice them, I suggest you choose ignore. But if you're trying to find garbage mods, maybe you should check out the not in loadout. After that is the stats windows. Now I can choose which stats I want to find in each filter and how much of that stat I want. So I'm going to choose offense and I want it to be greater than 40 to find any potential mods that I might want to save that has raw offense on them. When I'm done and satisfied with my filter, I'm just going to click OK. Now at the bottom here you can see that you created your filter in this filter group. After that, press OK once more, or your filter group will automatically be checked and be used. Now I can use this easy navigational bar here to jump straight down to the desired mods. At the bottom here we can see the desired mods that all have above 40 offense. It's also only 5-dot mods because I checked that, and they're all level 1 to 12. To start working with these mods, I simply click them to select them. Once I have selected the mods, I can choose what I want to do with them. I can't sell mods on currently equipped characters, so if I check that mod, I can sell them. If I check that mod, I can't sell them. And I can choose how much I want to upgrade them. I can upgrade them a single tier to max level or upgrade to 12. There will also be a fourth option here that is incomplete to expose all. This will level up the mods to show all the secondary stats on the current mod. If I would like to keep better track of what mods I'm working on right now, I can click the Add to Workbench button. I can also lock my mods from here. Clicking the Add to Workbench button will add the current selected mods to the workbench. If I want to switch filters, it's easy to do from the top left window. I just check out this box and check the next one. It will populate a new area of the UnEquipped Mod Manager. You can have several filters at the same time doing different things. Combining garbage mods filters and desired mod filters is a great tool for making sure that you don't sell any good mods. Now that we've talked a little bit about the filters, I'm going to show you the view options. Pressing this drop down menu will show you all the possible view modes currently. You can have the normal mode, which shows them the mods as they are. You can also have percent of possible. This will show you another number for the mods that will show you how good that roll is based on the max possible for that stat. As you can see here on Jungle's triangle, it has a 43.3% of possible roll, which is 13 speed. Also the protection is 35.3%, which equals up 1466 protection. If I were to change the view mode to percent of possible by tier, I can click that and it will change to show some mods based on their tier. This doesn't change for the yellow mods because they are the highest tier. However, all my blue, purple, grey and green mods will change. There's also a fourth option in the view mode, which is a roll quality. Roll quality will show you a percentage based on the minimum and maximum values for that stat. You can also show to display equipped mods, locked mods, and also use the colorblind modes, which will show you the different tiers for the mods. You You can choose to show slicing materials or just have the default view, which shows you how many of each mods you can slice. You can also choose to sort your mods by clicking this drop down menu and choosing which one of these sorting options you would like to use. You can also choose to sort them by their secondary stats. This option down here allows you to set a quick filter, which will work as a filter group without having you to create a group. You can quickly check or uncheck that to see what mods it are currently using. Next up is the fully integrated GrandIvory Mod Optimizer. This will work with your account and you can move your mods or create loadouts straight from this window. The GrandIvory Mod Optimizer is a very powerful tool. You can use it to optimize the mods of all your characters, and if you're really nifty, you can set the stat weights yourself and make sure that you get the mods exactly the way you want them. GrandIvory works with working with priorities. So in this window to the right here, you have to set up the characters in the way you want them, going from best to worst. The top characters will be receiving your absolutely best mods based on the stat weights that you are choosing. There are a lot of predefined sets that you can use if you're a beginning user. We'll talk more about setting up your custom stat weights in the advanced tutorial. Once you're satisfied with the characters you want to add to your mod optimizer, you click the Optimize My Mods button. After a short delay, it will show you the recommended mods based on your stat weights. From here, you can choose to create your own loadout that will then be seen in the loadout section of the HotUtils site, or you can choose to move the mods straight in the game. All of this is thanks to the integration with HotUtils. Once you're done with editing, remember to save your progress so you can continue next time. The site is fully cached on your computer, so it shouldn't be any problems to just pick up where you left off, but sometimes your cache gets cleared and then it's an unfortunate accident if you haven't saved your progress. With this tool you can also fetch all of your currently equipped mods using the Fetch with HotUtils button. After that we have the mod playground. This is a very powerful new tool that allows you to move around your mods on all your characters without having to change them in game, allowing you to check out new sets and new possibilities without having the cost of moving them in game. With this tool you can also create your new loadouts to be loaded from the loadout screen, or edit currently existing ones. To start using this tool you have to see all your characters here, and then you simply click on one of the mods, and you can choose which one of the mods you want to change on the top here, and there's also a good sort by screen here and some quick filters. These filters work pretty much the same as the ones in the UnEquipped Mod Manager. Once I've found the mod I'm looking for, I simply click on the mod and it will be equipped to the character. It will change this stat screen on the left to show the new values. The first column here shows your current values. The second one is the new ones, and the third one is the delta, showing you the difference between the first and the second values. These arrows here will clarify if you're losing or gaining in a stat. Once you're satisfied with all your changes, you click this check button to mark this character as complete. This will save those mods on that character so you later can load them into the game. If you're not sure what mods you're supposed to use on your character, you can choose Load Set. This will either load the mods from in-game, from a specific loadout and a specific character. I'll show you here how it works. I choose the Kiadimundi loadout and I want to load the mods from 5s. This will show me the mods that is on that character and show the stats that my Jedi Master Luke will be gaining from them. You can also choose to auto-apply the mods. This will take stats from the top guilds in the world, summarize them, and then apply those to the mods that you have and equip them on your character. I can also choose just to simply use my fastest mods available. If you want to know the stat weights that go into auto-applying the mods on your character, click his portrait up in the left side of the screen and you can see what is recommended. Also a great feature in the mod playground, and it's this button. It shows you the mods as if they were upgraded to 6 dots. This allows you to see how the sets would affect your character if you were to upgrade them all to 6-dot mods. Once you're finished editing all your mods, you can go back to the previous screen. Here you will see that now that I have edited Jedi Master Luke, he has this light border showing he is currently in the loadout. He also has these yellow backgrounds on his mods to show that these mods are currently not equipped on that character. Also, his check mark has turned white with a black background to show him that he is completed. On this page I can also choose to filter my characters. There's a couple of new filters here that I want to talk a little bit more about. There's one called Deleted Mods. This will show you characters that have mods that you have deleted since you started working with the playground this session. There's also the Completed filter, which will show all characters that are currently completed in this section. There's also the Decompleted filter that will show you characters that you had completed during this session, but made changes to so that they are now decompleted. The next one is Included. It will show you all characters that are currently included in this section. You can also use missing mods to see any characters that you have not fully equipped with 6 mods each. There's also the Broken Sets filter, which will show you characters that have not equipped a full set of mods. Does not have a full tenacity set. She only has 3 mods equipped that has tenacity on them and 2 that has health. The last filter I'm going to talk about is the Legal Mods filter. It will show you any characters that you tried to equip 6 mods on that are currently not gear 12 or higher. Now if I wanted to apply these mods that I've changed to my game, I'd have to save them as a loadout. Clicking this save button up in the top left corner will create this set as a new loadout. You can see that there's only Jedi Master Luke in this current loadout because I've only worked with him. Choose the loadout name, choose a loadout category and add a description right away. This button right here will select all the characters in my roster to be loaded into the loadout. Also I can choose from this drop down menu to filter characters and add which ones I want. The next tool I'm going to talk about is the Mod Analysis tool. It's a very powerful tool that lets you analyze your entire mod inventory. There's a lot of customization to it so you can see exactly how your mod health is. Using this tool you can evaluate if there are certain types of mods that you need to farm, or if you want to create a filter based on the numbers that you can see here. There's also the Territory Battle section of the version 2 site. This is a new and very powerful tool that allows you to plan your territory battles and see the possible potential of your guild. You can set up targets for each zone during this phase. You can also see how much territory points you need to reach that goal. Hovering your mouse over these bars will show you how much territory points you need from the previous stars, how much you need from 0 stars, and how much you need from your current score. Clicking any of the bars will set that as your current goal and you can see how much you need to reach that goal. If you were to select your goal, like I've done here, the tool will show you how much territory points you need to reach that goal, also how many combat missions you need to complete and how much you need to deploy in each territory. The next part of the Territory Battle section is the Players section. Here you can see how much deployment your players have left, how much they have deployed. Also it will show you these check marks that will show you if the bot thinks that the player is finished with their deployment. You can choose to filter them by if a player is missing ships deployment, characters deployment, or if they're uncertain. Uncertain means that the bot is assuming that they have deployed but can't really tell for sure because their character GP and the ship GP is too close to each other. You can also choose to see the missions of your players. You can see how many mission waves they completed this entire territory battle, how many mission points they've gained this round, how many missions they've completed this round, how many special missions, and also you can see these check marks once again that will show you if they've completed a special mission, completed all their character missions or all their ship missions. You can see here that the bot is assuming that this player completed his ship's missions. I can click the checkbox here to confirm that is correct. After I make any changes to this site, the Save and Update button will turn blue. Clicking this will update into the game and it will fetch new data from the game. I can also export all of this data to a CSV file if you guild want to do a deep analysis of your performance using Excel or Google Sheets. The last button in this menu is Alert Players. It allows you to choose which players you want to send a message to and then you can customize the message. You can add a player group and you can choose if you want the people that hasn't deployed their ships, characters, or if they're missing missions. If I wanted to tell all my players that hasn't deployed their character deployment, I choose that. It will highlight all of those characters and then I can type a message here. Doing so and pressing the OK button will send that message to all my players that are currently highlighted in this field. Lastly, we have the Swaga Events gear integration. Clicking this button will take you to an external site that allows you to check how much gear you have and what you need to upgrade all the currently selected characters. Thanks to HotUtils, all of your current gear in game will be exported into this site, and you can see here how much you have and how much you need to level up the characters that you have chosen. You can select all of the characters you want, or you can use a preset from this drop-down menu. If I want to see how much I need to get Galactic Legend Kylo, I press this button and it will show up in the summary down here. That was all for this basic tutorial. If you're looking for more advanced tips, or if you want to learn more about each of the features, hang in there for our advanced tutorials in the coming weeks. Also feel free to ask away on the Discord server. It's a very big and loving community that is always ready to help. Thanks for watching and take care of yourself out there.